subscribe, like, comment, and hit the notification bell.
Good morning, friends. How are y'all? Happy Tuesday before Christmas. We're getting really close. We're less than a week away now. Is everyone ready? I am somewhat ready, not too bad, but I'm still keeping this week really, really simple. Just have a lot going on, even at work this week. So, excuse me. So I just made a quick protein coffee, and yes, I never hardly make it in this big of a container, but I have not been sleeping well at all. I actually need to see my doctor about that. I've had insomnia for years, but in the last like 2 months maybe, I've started where I wake up around 2:30 or 3. So I'm falling asleep fine, but then I wake up and my mind's just racing. And I haven't experienced that before now. Usually it was, and at least with insomnia, like if I'm not sleeping, I'm a tossing and turning for an hour, I can take my medicine. But waking up, it's too late to take my medicine. So I'm going to have to talk to the doctor about an option. But anyway, that may have been too much TMI just for a large coffee. But I just did a whole bunch of this Starbucks dark roast. And then the Alani Nu Munchies. This is really pretty much the only one I use for coffee. And I used half. So half is 2 points. So 2-point coffee, not bad. I really like the flavor of the combo of this. And then I hadn't prepped any breakfast this week, so I'm gonna go ahead and eat one of these Sandwich Bros sausage, egg, and cheese little pitas. And these are 4 points each. They're pretty good in a pinch when you're in a hurry, and they're quite cheap. I think they're like less than $1 each. So that's pretty good for prepared breakfast. So this will be 6 points together, and this will be 11 grams of protein, and this is 10 grams of protein. So 21 grams of protein, 7 points. I wish it was a little lower in points, but that's okay. I'm giving myself grace now until the end of the year for tracking. Although I did notice they did a huge change in the app. I hadn't noticed that. Mine just updated when I scanned my groceries, but granted, I was out of town for 2 weeks, so I don't know. So anyhow, let me heat this up in the microwave, and then I'm gonna head to work. I'm trying to get there early. I have a big meeting today. And I may get good news, I may get bad news, who knows. And if you watched my last video, I told you we were feeding the neighbors' donkeys. They are still eating. It's been from Sunday afternoon and it's Tuesday, and they have not left right there. I'm so happy to be able to feed them. Rio James, Rio, get out of there. He's so bad. Just tissue paper, I swear. Okay, friends, I have been working all day. It's already 12:30, and I haven't even moved from my desk hardly at all, so that's not great. But I'm getting ready to go eat my lunch, and I'm just showing you, this is a bag of rotisserie chicken I put in the freezer, and on days I bring it to lunch, I just keep it in my drawer to thaw, and then I find like it's perfectly thawed come lunch for 60 seconds in the microwave. So I'm just eating half of a salad today. I had half of it yesterday, and I'm gonna bulk it up with the cucumber. It is one of the Asian salads. This one will be from Walmart. My favorite's from H-E-B, but I like this one too. So let's go have lunch.
So this is the salad I'm gonna have. I'm gonna have half of the bag. It's 5 points per serving, but I think half the bag is 7 points. Bulk it up with the mini cucumber and the rotisserie chicken breast. Like I said, I popped that in the microwave for 60 seconds. It was previously frozen. And I believe today I also had a Coke Zero. But this is what it looks like, all assembled. And this is like my go-to. I almost eat it every week, twice a week. But friends, I am headed home. And look at that time. Can you see that? 4:09. Getting off early. That makes me excited. I never leave early. Typically I work till about 6:30. But I am going to have this mini banana and a little mandarin orange. Trying to keep it 0 points because tonight I'm having chili, and I am using chili meat, not turkey. I don't think I've had chili meat chili in at least a few years. I'm sure my husband will be excited. I had planned to put it in the crock pot this morning. That didn't happen, so it's gonna be like a speedy chili, but it'll be just as good. I mean, it may be better like in a few days after it sets, but it'll work for tonight. I'll show you that once I get home. And I'm going to take a bubble bath tonight. My eyes are burning. My skin's dry. This weather. I just got back from Oklahoma and it was so much drier there, I feel like, and windy. And I'm exhausted. Like I told y'all, I've been waking up in the middle of the night. And when I say I am dead, I am awful. So I never leave work early, unplanned. And I was just like, you know what? I'm done. I'm out. So I have work to do and everything, but I just had to get out of there. Sometimes you just have to. So that's what I did. Okay, friends, I just got home. It's 5 o'clock. Awesome getting home early. And like I said, we're having chili tonight. So I'm going to start that. This is going to be a high point chili. But if you want it low point, just replace your meat with 99% lean ground turkey or chicken. Or even 96.4 lean ground beef would be way better than chili meat. But we're going to use this whole package, and it is 2 pounds of chili meat. It's 10 points per 4 ounces. So how much is that? 16 ounces, and we got 2. So this is 8 4-ounce servings. So this is 80 points. Ooh, that's scary when you think of it that way. But that's been preheating. I'm gonna go ahead and dice up an onion, throw that in. Same with the jalapeno. And once it's brown, I'll add my other canned and seasoning ingredients. But I'm gonna go ahead and add my onion and jalapeno. I'm just gonna give it a rough chop. When it cooks down, it'll cook down, so I don't really mind if it's not 100% even. So chili meat, in case you don't know, it is just ground beef, and it's just not as coarsely ground. So it's like chunkier, so it stays together a little more. That's how I prefer it. And it is actually, this one is an 80-20 mix, specifically of chili meat. I'm actually just gonna put the jalapeno in there directly in half and let it cook. So for my canned items, I'm gonna do 1 can of light kidney beans. These unfortunately have points. I did grocery pickup and wasn't able to check the ingredients. They have points because they have sugar added, so really watch your brand. Don't buy Great Value. However, the Great Value pinto beans are 0 points. There's nothing added. I don't know why they do that. And then I'm gonna add 2 cans of these red gold tomatoes, and I believe there's 0 points as well. Yep, 0 points, no sugar added. So I'm gonna get all of these opened while that meat browns, and then I'm gonna add 1 package of the chili season, and 1 package is 4 points. But I'm gonna let all that brown up while I run a letter to the mailbox and drop it off so it can be picked up tomorrow.
Hey, you look a bit flushed. Get it? Flushed?
This is one of the best Christmas presents, or not presents, Christmas items we've ever purchased. We purchased him years ago, probably 10 years.
On second thought, never mind.
Yeah, he is motion activated, and he makes like bathroom music jokes. It's hilarious. But yeah, we bought him when like Hallmark was going out of business like a long time ago. And me and my husband both really like him. So I'm walking down to mail a letter to my neighbor about the donkey's care. I would just try to go talk to him. If you haven't been following, I apologize. They're not doing well. I am not sure if they're being neglected or maybe he's out of town. But they're looking way skinnier than normal, and one of them had a hard time getting up the other day. I think he may have a problem with his leg. So rather than just like reporting him to someone like the city or something, we're trying to reach out first and, you know, be neighborly before we do something. We have started feeding them ourselves and whatnot through the fence. But yeah, his house is gated, and we've tried to contact him before about another issue. We've never been able to contact him, so we're actually sending him a letter. And we're gonna give him like a week or 2, and we'll continue to feed the donkeys. But if he doesn't respond, then we're just gonna, or not respond, if we don't see him like starting to take care of the animals better,
then we're going to call the city. That is our plan. But in the meantime, we are taking care of them as best we can through a fix. So, okay, and my chili, no mail, which I was supposed to get mail today, so that's annoying. Waiting on one last gift for my husband, but it was supposed to be here like today is the 19th, and it was actually supposed to come on the 14th, and it still isn't here. But I got an email from Amazon that says, okay, if it's not there by the 23rd, you can just get your money back. And I'm like, but I wanted the item. So we'll see. But I am gonna go finish my chili. I'll show you that when we're back inside. So my meat is all brown, but I do not want all that grease. Usually I take a paper towel and get it out that way. But that's quite a bit of grease, so I'm gonna take it over and drain it real quick. Okay, I got it all nice and drained. And now I'm just gonna season it up. Just gonna do my chili seasoning. Once it simmers for a little while, I'll test it to see if I needed to add, you know, any more salt or pepper or cayenne, anything like that. I'm just gonna mix that in with my meat. I also wiped my pan down. I just tried to get rid of all the extra grease I could. And since the meat alone is 80 points, I'm gonna try to make this into 10 servings. We shall see though. It may be like 8 servings, so we'll see. We'll see how it turns out. But I'm not gonna drain any of my cans. I'm just gonna put them straight in. I really like fire roasted tomatoes, and honestly, I thought I had fire roasted. I did not know that I did not. That can is not cooperating. And I do, oh, there we go. Don't want to cut myself. So give this a stir and we'll see what we're looking like. So it needs some more liquid. And honestly, if I had beef broth, I'd add beef broth, but I have this chicken stock already open. I honestly don't think I'll be able to tell the difference. So in the chicken stock goes. Hopefully we don't notice. I've never done that before. I think my husband just got home maybe. Daddy home? All right, I'm going to turn this on low, cover it, and let it simmer probably right around 2 hours to develop that flavor. There we go. It is time for my bath. Yes. I like to get some candles going. I actually bring my favorite candle from the other room in here. It's almost gone. I'm going to have to try to find a new one, but it's from Charleston, so bet you can order online. It's an elderberry, but I put that one near my head so I can smell it. And then some bath salts. Just going to sprinkle some of these rose ones in there. I have a whole bunch of different ones, but I'm gonna sprinkle some of these. Hefty portion. Cut me open a bath bomb. Ow. I always forget to cut open my bath bombs before I start, and I typically have to ask my husband to do it. He's gonna be so happy I remembered.
So get that sucker ready. And I love using these little flowers. I feel like they're so hydrating. So they do make a mess, but to me that's okay. It's just unfortunately my housekeeper came today. So I'm gonna take me a flower out and some of the petals. Get the water running, and hopefully this one doesn't try to drink it. He always tries to drink my bath water. The last thing I do, because I'm extra dorky, is that's not enough light for me, but I don't want the big overhead light. So I've started using this little, let me turn on light. I've started using this little lantern light just for some extra light. There we go. Obviously you can do more candles. So let me finish running my bath water and hop on in and enjoy this. I'm gonna set a timer for 30 minutes and I'm gonna stay in minimum 30 minutes. So this is my current view. Lovely, time for a YouTube video. I am out of the shower. It was just what I needed. Now time to go look at the, now it's time to look at the chili and start making the cornbread. So it has been simmering close to 2 hours from the time I started. Don't worry, I haven't been in the shower or the bath for 2 hours. So looking good, smelling good. I'm gonna take out my Invisalign and then give it a taste to see where we're at. I almost wish I wouldn't have added as much of that chicken stock, but I may let it simmer uncovered just to see if it'll reduce a little. Depending on if it's spicy, I may smush up the jalapenos. If it's too spicy, I'll remove them. If I want more spice, I'll smush them up. And this is the cornbread I'm gonna make. Super easy. I don't like have a favorite cornbread. If y'all have a favorite or a low point, let me know. But it's super easy. 425 in your oven. I'm gonna take an egg and 2/3 cup of milk, mix that together, pour it in a pan, and bake it for 18 to 20 minutes. So I'll be eating soon. My cornbread is done. I think I overcooked it a little, but that's okay. I'm hoping it comes out. There we go. So 1/6 of that flat cornbread. I'm kind of embarrassed to say I'm from the South with this cornbread. I don't know what happened. Look at that. I don't know. But 1/6 of that is 4 points. And I have no idea the points on the chili yet. I'll have to figure that out. Just gonna scoop out some chili. And I like a lot of broth, so my bowl will look really full because I put a lot of broth. And I did end up chopping up the jalapeno and adding it to it as well. So this bowl of chili is 12 points. I put everything in my tracker and I called it 8 servings. I don't think I'm gonna get 10, but I should be able to get 8. My bowl mostly has a lot of broth, but I apologize for making such a high point dinner. 12 points is a lot, especially when you can literally make chili for 0 points. I just didn't have the right ingredients on hand, and I didn't take the time this week to ensure my grocery order was going to coincide with Weight Watchers. Like I said, we haven't had chili with chili meat in over 2 years, so I'm looking forward to having it and see if I can really tell a difference between my normal turkey chili. But overall, I'm even with eating a 12-point chili and the cornbread, so my dinner together is 16 points. That's not awful. I had a small salad at work, so I think that's like 7 points only. And then my breakfast wasn't bad either. So definitely going over my 23 points today and getting into my weeklies, but that's okay. And if you've watched a couple of videos ago, you would have known I'm actually not gonna put it in my tracker now until the end of the year. I just wanted to give myself a little break and then start fresh. Just with traveling and everything, things have been kind of hectic. However, I will say I just built this recipe in the tracker and it seems like they improved the tracker. I had been having trouble with my Weight Watchers app and I think those problems may be overcome now. So that's exciting. But I'm gonna sit down and have this dinner.
You need to go outside? Maria needs to go outside. Can I ask you a question on video?
What?
Does this taste like chicken or beef?
Beef?
No chicken flavor?
Don't really notice.
Don't really notice?
It tastes like chili.
Okay.